is a secret, and that I gotta keep it. But I want the lights on, yeah, I want the lights on, and I don't wanna run.
G'day guys, Gav's Kind of Gaming here. Thought I'd bring to you some 3 skins that I had from last night. The talents that I'm about to show you, these are the ones that best suit my needs. They may not necessarily be the best, but they're the ones that I found have worked the best for myself and my playstyle. Up straight away we've got a spicy chicken cleave. It's a fire mage, boomy, and healer. In this game here I can't get a sap off because everyone's already got straight into combat. I want to try and get some pressure on the priest straight away, put him in a stun, throw a garrote up, throw my dots up, hemo, rupture, and now because I've been CC'd with the root and the fear, the priest has managed to get away, and so I want to put some pressure on the mage now. Just put some pressure on someone else to get some dots rolling. The mage ends up blocking in the end, so I just need to re-put all of those dots back up, put a full rupture up, get the hemo, put a stun in there for the peels, and then get my garrote up there, and seeing as it's come off cooldown. Now that I got my dots rolling through on the mage, I want to try and get onto this boomy so I can get my dots rolling through on this boomy, just to create some extra pressure. Get rid of that lunar strike, just to stop that extra damage from coming through, lock him out in the arcane school, and then once again put on a garrote, put on a hemo, see if I can get that rupture up. And then here, seeing as there's no real pressure, I want to try and create some pressure by putting in a Vendetta, Mark for Death, into stun, and try and see if I can get some envenoms in, just to get that damage rolling. So the pain sub has come up now, and the priest is penancing, so no penancing for you. I need to get on him, throw up my full rupture, get a garrote on, see if I can get a hemo on, and then try and put some pressure on him again. Now either these guys are in a group together or they're doing really well, but they both seem to turn to me and try to peel me off the healer. I think it was just really lucky that I managed to get that cloak of shitters off in due time. Now the mage is about to get a full poly off the paladin right now. He wants to come in and take on the priest. I'm going to put up a whole bunch of dots on this mage, try to see if I can create some pressure. Back on the boomy, get some more dots on the boomy. Just get those dots rolling through, create that good spread pressure that you need. And then here I get rooted forever, which is the rogue's worst nightmare. We've got absolutely nothing to get out of the roots anymore. And while I'm rooted, the mage comes up, so I might as well jump on him. He blinks forward, so I shadow step just behind him. Throw some dots up, hemo, garrote. Get a mute in there, rupture. Now here the fire mage is bursting with combustion, so I really want to make sure that he can't deal with that much damage while he's bursting. So I want to stick on him as much as I can, put in like full stun, just lock him up for days, keep him out of the fight just for that little bit, and then I can carry on. Now that I'm being targeted so much, I've got to keep up my Crimson Vial and my feint off cooldown. I'm still really new to using feint because I'm normally really bad at using it, so it does fall off quite often when I'm being attacked, and it's just something that I've got to work on myself. So here we are trying to get full dots on the mage. He pops on sort of invisibility, then I've got to re-click on him because it takes the cursor off. I should have stepped back on him, realise that the priest is getting low anyway, so I want to put some pressure on him straight away. He puts up the barrier, but I'm just going to keep rolling through anyway. Get that rupture, get that garrote, get that hemo, kick his heals whenever I can, stun him, just to stop those heals from coming through, hoping that the Shadow Priest will come in and see what I'm doing. Put a good venom up on him, get that 30% chance for extra poisons, which means that my agonizing poison stacks will get up there a lot faster. And from here I'm just spamming mutilates and envenoms as much as I can. I get fed, I trinket instantly just to keep that pressure up. Kick the heal, Crimson Vial, feint, got to keep it up as much as I can remember even though I keep forgetting. Silence comes up from the Shadow Priest. I put my garrote back on, throw my hemo back on, get a mute in there for my 6 points, and then put a massive envenom in there. Now if you haven't noticed as well, at the same time the fire mage have been getting taken down with the Shadow Priest this whole entire time. And I've been keeping the priest busy, and then down goes Venruku. Here I nearly die. I was so close to dying. Didn't have feint up when I should have, and I popped vanish for good measure just to finish off this boomy. Cheap shot straight into an envenom. And that's the first game out of the way. From a reasonably easy game, we're going to go into a Dancing with the Stars comp. This comp here was really bursty. I spent a little bit too much time trying to see if I could find a Rogue or Druid, whereas they went straight away for an all-out massive battle. The Rogue went on a massive Shadow Strike spree. I tried to keep that Boomy locked down, however it was way too late. The Pally had been CC'd for far too long already, and the priest is already at low health and died through dispersion. So in this game here, I definitely could have just sat around my healer a lot more instead of trying to go out and find somebody. But I mean, this is a pub game, so we weren't actually talking, so it made it a lot harder for me to actually be able to figure out what everyone wanted to do. That poor Pally got CC'd from a solar beam straight into a trinket, and he probably should have bubbled, but I think he must have thought that the priest was going to be okay. I think the next game up is a win as well, so I mean, at least we're not going to watch me lose all day. Okay, this one here being a Rogue, Druid, Priest, but this time, however, it's the Assassination and Feral spec, and so we've got a lot of bleeds, able to really spread the pressure on the targets. Okay, so my healer's sapped at the moment. We've got our Priest out there already, dealing a little bit of damage and taking some from the Feral. Rogue comes out straight away, and the Assassination Rogue who've got fuck all defensive, so I really want to get into the Assassination Rogue in the end. However, stun him for now, stun the Druid, and then throw my dots up and start creating some pressure. Garrote, Hemo, Rupture, into a Mutilate, early Envenom, just to proc the chances quickly for the extra poison applications, as Agonizing Poison only has 20% application chance. Now they're really trying to stick on my priest at the moment, and a Shadow Priest at the moment, if they're being attacked all the time, they can't deal that, they can't dish out any damage, so I'm really trying to peel off this Feral Druid. Now being attacked by this Rogue, so I'm going to try and keep this Rogue busy. I'm going to keep trying to put some damage on. Pain Suck comes out, so I switch to the Feral. Starting to get some low health here, pop my Crimson, pop my Feint. Mutilate, straight into a 4 common point stun. Mutilate, Envenom. Jump onto the priest and kick him. Got the full fair, no trinket. Want to get back there as fast as I can, so vanish immediately because I want to Shadow Step to him. Straight into the Garrote for the instant silence. Onto a cheap. Keep him locked down. And now to reapply all the rest of the bleeds. Get the Hemo, get the Rupture, get my Venomous Moons going. Mutilate. Got 5 points. Straight into an Envenom, reapply my Garrote on the Feral, get the Hemo on the Feral, onto a Mutilate, change back to the Priest, Feint is up, Mutilate, I've got 6 points, straight into a nice Rupture, on the Rogue we've got the Hemo, into the Garrote, into Mutilate, big 6 point Envenom, keep Feint up, Crimson Vial, Mutilate, another big Envenom, and so one more Mutilate, and down goes the Rogue. From here it's just clean up crew until the win. I'm not really quite sure what people really want to see in terms of the videos, like if they want to see right to the very end and see the chart, so I'll leave these fights until the end so you guys can see the charts at the very end. Alright, this one here, Warrior, Monk, Priest. I actually didn't think I was going to be able to win this one. I tried to go sap the priest, but he had already got himself into combat. Then I tried chasing with my slow movement speed. It took me ages to catch up. Got the Garrote straight into a cheap. Slowly took my time, really making use of the full stun usage to really put some good dots out. Got the Fear here, which I always like to trinket straight away. Put in a full stun once again. Half DR, silence that penance, and just keep up the pressure with him. As you can see by my priest, he just about died just then. But I just kept on going through, trying to take on this priest, trying to keep up the pressure with him, really trying to force that pain sup. And so once I got that pain sup out of the way, then I would have been able to move on and try and kill one of the melee. Now that pain sup is up, I finally got peeled off him. The monk comes in with the stun. Tries to do a little bit of burst on me. I pop evasion straight away to negate all of that. Touch of Death comes up. I should have used Feint to reduce it, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. I popped Sprint to get away, and then I wasn't really quite sure what to do. As you can see, I was sort of running around trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to hit. So I decided to go back on the priest, re-dot him back up. The monk has a couple of bleeds up, but that doesn't really matter too much. decided to move on to the warrior and just put heaps of pressure onto him because the Shadow Priest was just sitting on low health throughout the whole entire game so far. He was bound to die if I didn't start peeling for him. All of the bleed dots up, all of the bleeds in the world, get the stun on, pop my burst macro, throw heaps of dots in, I get feared, I've got no trinket, so I have no choice but to sit there. I see the power infusion come up on the priest, so I decide to vanish, shadow step, get right into the priest's face, and really stop him from being able to use the power infusion properly. Making sure I kick any casts, and stun him, and then get back onto the warrior and start peeling again. Now that the priest's biggest healing cooldowns are up, it's our time to make sure we really make good usage of this. The priest once again nearly dies. All I can do now is just make sure I keep up all of my damage. Getting some good 80 to nearly 90k crits eviscerate there, and then the priest finishes them off with a massive touch of death. From here the battle goes for about, at least another 1 minute, with the priest just trying to keep the monk up for a little while, and so it's just a matter of time until eventually we end up killing them both. I'm just sitting here keeping up my bleeds, keep the Garrote up, keep the Hemo up, keep the Rupture up as much as I can. Monk tries to burst once again with Serenity and Fist of Fury. I just pop Evasion again because it's back up again. Put on a whole bunch of bleeds, just slowly throw down a whole bunch of Eviscerates on him. Finish off this priest with one kick after the fear. And then down he goes. The monks seem to follow as well. It's all over from there. This one here, getting a sweet sap on the warrior, versing a turbo cleave, managed to get the sap on the healer. In-heart shamans have got barely any defenses anymore as of Legion, so I just want to target the in-heart shaman all game. Our priest gets pretty fucking wasted at one point, but just got to keep up all my bleeds, get the stun going on, and just push through and just do tons and tons of damage to him. Priest starts giving him some heals over there, so I try and do a shadow step kick, but my kick wasn't up. But I managed to kick the next Shadow Mend. Apply all my dots to this priest. Trinket the fear. Warrior starts trying to peel me. Pop evasion. Put bleeds up on him. He's missed his Colossus Smash and his Mortal combo. Back on the in-heart shaman now. He's getting pretty low already. About ready to pop my burst now, and here I go, popping the burst. Push that pressure. He's got no more astral shifts, so he's got no more defensive to help himself. My Shadow Priest silences their priest. No heals for you, Enhance. GG. From here, warrior goes out. Tries to keep alive, tries to deal damage, pops parry for some reason, like come on, you've lost already, get the hell out of here. Priest ends up leaving, he knows what's up, warrior fears, he's a troll. He needs a race change. Alright, looks like it's the last one for the day. This one here, we got the Frost Mage Warrior and the Priest. I come in, stun the Frost Mage for extra CC, start on the Priest, stop the Priest from hitting Smite with a cheap shot, throw all my dots on, get a good 6-point Rupture. There's that fear, trinket it as I always do, kidney shot that Penance, burst after the kidney, get a really big Envenom cloak out of the ring, The priest doesn't bother to walk back in the ring, which is absolutely fine by me. I carry on hitting this priest. But wait, guess what's happened? Our priest has already died. So I definitely should have run in and peeled the warrior, or at least just CC'd the mage. Kick, stun, shadow step, stun again. Maybe do like a vanished Garrote for like extra CC, but Assassination Rogue, we don't really have that much CC, and so it's very hard to be able to CC without like our blind and our gouge. Without that, GG. Thanks for watching. Up next are the bloopers if you're interested. Now I'm cloaking at the moment because I'm just getting some really good damage coming through to me. Now I'm cloaking at the moment because I'm feeling some. Now I'm cloaking at the moment because I'm feeling that half health, and I don't really want to be taking too many risks with a pub team, with a pug, because I don't really want to. Now I'm cloaking this half health. I'm not feeling it. I don't want to get bursted down from half health. And just as I cloak, as you saw, that Dragon's Breath came through, and And from here, I'm just spamming mutilates and envenoms as much as I can, trying to get as much pressure as I can, pushing down this priest. The rogue went what looks to be straight into a massive killing spree. I tried to keep that boomy. Okay, this one here, we've got the rogue, feral, priest. Rogue being assassination, feral being. This one here we have the rogue, druid, priest. But this one here we have a rogue, this one here. Shit, man. And so I really want to get into the Assassination Rogue in the end. However, stun him for now. Stun the priest. Stun the druid. Straight into a Garrote for the insta silence. I pop evasion straight away to negate all of that. Touch of Karma comes up. I should have used feint to reduce it, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. I decided to move on to the warrior and just put heat suppression onto him because the Shadow Priest was just sitting on low health for this game, because the Shadow Priest was sitting on this amount of health, on such a low amount of health throughout the whole entire game so far. He was bound to die if I didn't start peeling for him. I see the power infusion come up on the priest, so I decided to vanish and shadow step, get right into the priest's face and really stop him from being able to use the power infusion properly. This one here, rogue. This one here, warrior, shaman, priest. This one here, get the sweet sap off in that warrior. Versing enhance. This one here, getting a sweet sap off the warrior. Getting a sweet sap on the warrior. Versing a turbo cleave. Priest starts giving him some heals over there, so I try and do like a. Try and do a shadow step kick. Try and do a shadow step kick, but my kick wasn't up. But I managed to kick the next Shadow Man. I'm Gaviscon. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So I decided to vanish and get out.